Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Radha Madhav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samved Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki, Jai Jai.
प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
प्रणाम प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी प्रणाम। दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
So we will do Ramayana from today start. We will read from Bhagavatam, at least one chapter. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram.
रघुपति राघव राजा पतित पावन सीताराम।
Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Sitaram Jayo Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, what is the chapter? Pastimes of Supreme Lord Ramachandra. This comes in 9th canto Bhagavatam. So, Bhagavatam is so beautiful that it has everything, including Ramayana within it. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Shuka Uvacha Khatvanga Dirga Bahuscha
Khatpanga dirgha bahuscha
Raghustasmat Prithu Shavaha
रघुतस्मात् पृथुश्रवः
Ajastato Maharajas
अजस्ततो महाराज
Tasmad Dasharatho Abhavan.
तस्मात् दशरथो अभवत्
Shukdev Goswami said the son of Maharaj Khatwanga was Dirghabhau and his son was celebrated Maharaj Raghu. From Maharaj Raghu came Aja. From Aja was born the great personality Maharaj Dasharatha. So let us read the translations and the purport. Yes, Supriti Madhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. Being prayed for by the demigods, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth Himself, directly appeared with His expansion and expansions of the expansion. Their holy names were Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. These celebrated incarnations thus appeared in 4 forms as the sons of Maharaja Dasharatha. Purport: Lord Sri Ramachandra and his brothers Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna are all Vishnu Tattva, not Jiva Tattva. The Supreme Personality of Godhead expands into many forms. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadi, Manad, Ananta Rupam. Although they are one and the same, Vishnu Tattva has many forms and incarnations. As confirmed in Brahma Samhita 5.39, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. The Lord is situated in any forms, such as Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna, and these forms may exist in any part of His creation. All these forms exist permanently, eternally, as individual personalities of Godhead, and they resemble many candles, all equally powerful. Lord Ramachandra, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna, who, being Vishnu Tattva, are all equally powerful, became the sons of Maharaja Dasharatha in response to prayers by the demigods. Hare Krishna.
So that's the difference we know from Brahma Samhita. Rama Demuti Shikala Niyamena Nishtha. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Anantarupam. So many shlokas explain the difference, and that's the sweetness of the Lord pastimes. The expansions, there are 2 kinds of expansions. One is Swamsha, one is Vibhinamsha. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying these are all Vishnu Tattvas, the 4 brothers.
Translation. O King Parikshit, the transcendental activities of Lord Ramachandra has been described by great saintly persons who have seen the truth. Because you have heard again and again about Lord Ramachandra, the husband of Mother Sita, I shall now describe these activities only in brief. Please listen. Purport: Modern Rakshasas posing as educationally advanced merely because they have doctorates have tried to prove that Lord Ramachandra is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead but an ordinary person. But those who are learned and spiritually advanced will never accept such notions. They will accept the descriptions of Lord Ramachandra and his activities only as presented by Tattvadarshis, those who know the absolute truth. In Bhagavad Gita 4.34, the Supreme Personality of Godhead advises, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashneena sevaya upadekshyanti te gnanam gnaninas tattvadarshinah. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire for him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Unless one is Tattvadarshi, in complete knowledge of the absolute truth, one cannot describe the activities of the personality of Godhead. Therefore, although there are many so-called Ramayanas or histories of Lord Ramachandra's activities, some of them are not actually authoritative. Sometimes Lord Ramachandra's activities are described in terms of one's own imaginations, speculations, or material sentiments. But the characteristics of Lord Ramachandra should not be handled as something imaginary. While describing the history of Lord Ramachandra, Shukadeva Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit, you have already heard about the activities of Lord Ramachandra. Apparently, therefore, 5,000 years ago, there were many Ramayanas or histories of Lord Ramachandra's activities, and there are many still. But we must select only those books written by Tattvadarshis, Gnaninas, Tattvadarshinah, not the books of so-called scholars who claim knowledge only on the basis of a doctorate. This is a warning by Shukadeva Goswami. Rishibhis Tattvadarshibhihi. Although the Ramayana composed by Valmiki is a huge literature, the same activities are summarized here by Shukadeva Goswami in a few verses.
So Tadaviti Pranipatena is the principle. If somebody is not following this principle, and then we see there are so many funny interpretations of Ramayana. They make so many so-called serials, this, that, totally away from understanding. And anybody watches those serials doesn't develop any desire to worship the Lord. So what is it? Rather you get doubts. No. Inherently, from childhood, people are in India devoted to the Lord, Rama and Krishna. Prabhupada used to say it's there in their blood, because culturally they are worshipped everywhere. But then so-called leaders, they delude them, and now there are so-called cinema leaders, they confuse them more. Basically, leaders don't take them to the right direction. So if you want to properly understand Lord Rama's pastime, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. There are transcendental activities. If you understand that properly, that will lead to liberation. But not any interpretation of, anybody writes, so many demons Prabhupada are writing. But it's no use. Now this is in one verse, the whole Ramayana is summarized. What is it? In one verse, yes. Try to, anybody like to chant this? Let me see. One verse. Any Sanskrit scholar here?
Tune we don't know, Prabhuji.
Shall I try, Prabhuji?
Try.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Gurvartatyakta rajyo vyacharat anuvanam padma padhyam priyayaha pani sparsha samabhyam rija patharujoyo harindranujabhyam vairupyachur Churpanakya priya viraha rusaropita bhruvijrambha trashtabdirbhadda setu kaladava dahanaha koshalendro vatanaha.
Anybody else will like to do? There's a whole Ramayana there in this shloka.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji try karte. गुर्वर्थे त्यक्ते राज्य व्यचरत् अनुवनं पद्मपद्म्यां प्रियाया पाणिस्पर्शक्षमाप्यमृचितपथ रुजोयो हरीन्द्रानुजाम्यां वैरूप्याच्छुपणख्या प्रियविरह रुसारोपित भ्रूविजृम्भ रुस्ताप्रिबर्ध सेतुः खलदवदहन कौशलेन्द्रोऽवतान्नः. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Chala. Thank you. Yes, Mataji.
Translation. To keep the promise of his father intact, Lord Ramachandra immediately gave up the position of a king and, accompanied by his wife Mother Sita, wandered from one forest to another on his lotus feet, which were so delicate that they were unable to bear even the touch of Sita's palms. The Lord was also accompanied by Hanuman, or by another monkey Sugriva, king of monkeys, and by his own younger brother Lord Lakshmana, both of whom gave him relief from the fatigue of wandering in the forest. Having cut off the nose and ears of Shurpanakha, thus disfiguring her, the Lord was separated from Mother Sita. He therefore became angry, moving his eyebrows and thus frightening the ocean, who then allowed the Lord to construct a bridge to cross the ocean. Subsequently, the Lord entered the kingdom of Ravana to kill him, like a fire devouring a forest. May the Supreme Lord Ramachandra give us all protection.
May the Supreme Lord Ramachandra give us all protection. So this is one summary, okay, in one line. Everything is, I think you all know, gave the position of the king, accompanied his wife, forest on the lotus feet, accompanied by Hanuman, by his own brother Lakshmana, cut off the nose Suparnaka, discovered. Then he got separated from Sita, became angry, moved his eyebrows, and then he made a bridge, went to the cross ocean, went to Lanka, he killed Ravana. May the Supreme Lord Ramachandra give us all protection. Over. Oh, Ramayana is over. One shloka. Yes, continue.
In the arena of sacrifice performed by Vishwamitra, Lord Ramachandra, the king of Ayodhya, killed many demons, rakshasas, and uncivilized men who wandered at night in the mode of darkness. May Lord Ramachandra, who killed these demons in the presence of Lakshmana, be kind enough to give us protection. O king, the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra were wonderful, like those of a baby elephant. In the assembly where Mother Sita was to choose her husband in the midst of the heroes of this world, he broke the bow belonging to Lord Shiva. This bow was so heavy that it was carried by 300 men, but Lord Ramachandra bent and strung it and broke it in the middle, just as a baby elephant breaks a stick of sugarcane. Thus the Lord achieved the hand of Mother Sita, who was equally as endowed with transcendental qualities of form, beauty, behavior, age, and nature. Indeed, she was a goddess of fortune who constantly rests on the chest of the Lord. While returning from Sita's home after gaining her at the assembly of competitors, Lord Ramachandra met Parashurama. Although Parashurama was very proud, having rid the earth of royal order 21 times, he was defeated by the Lord, who appeared to be a Kshatriya of the royal order. Carrying out the order of his father, which was bound by a promise to his wife, Lord Ramachandra left behind his kingdom, opulence, friends, well-wishers, residents, and everything else, just as a liberated soul gives up his life and went to the forest with Sita. Purport: Maharaja Dashratha had 3 wives. One of them, Kaikeyi, served him very pleasingly, and he therefore wanted to give her a benediction. Kaikeyi, however, said that she would ask for the benediction when it was necessary. At the time of the coronation of Prince Ramachandra, Kaikeyi requested her husband to enthrone her son Bharata and send Ramachandra to the forest. Maharaja Dashratha, being bound by his promise, ordered Ramachandra to go to the forest according to the dictation of his beloved. And the Lord, as an obedient son, accepted the order immediately. He left everything without hesitation, just as a liberated soul or great yogi gives up his life without material attraction.
Now this is very, very interesting. Let us meditate on this. You see, I was actually planning to discuss the other, what we are doing, 4th canto, 30th chapter. And I want to talk today actually about hidden motive. So it comes there, we can continue discussion. See, Lord Ramachandra, when he's taking up the throne, he does not have any hidden motive. What is it doesn't have? Any hidden motive. When there is hidden motive, then there will be enviousness, there will be jealousy, then there will be fight. So unfortunate behaviors will come because we are doing service, but we are maintaining some secret hidden motive of sense enjoyment. In the name of devotion service, I want to utilize for Krishna service, we will say, but it's all material strong desires packed inside a hidden motive. Hai? Externally, bahut sundar hai, andar hidden motive chupa hua hai. And this comes out. That's how the life is. We see Lord Ramachandra did not have any hidden motive. Therefore, when his father said, my dear child, tomorrow is your coronation, but I think better you go to the forest for some time. Okay, father, no problem. It's not possible. Whole kingdom is celebrating. Tomorrow is the day you are becoming the king. All our ahankara, pride, yes, I did it. My life is successful now. Hai? You reach the top, this, that. But actually there is a hidden motive. The strong personal desire for mana, puja, pratishtha, everything is there. But when father said, you can go to the forest, okay, he showed there is no hidden motive. We see Parikshit Maharaj also, when just a moment notice, left his kingdom. He didn't feel that he's enjoying the kingdom, the power. No, he was not. He did not even feel that that stupid child who deprived him of the kingdom and the honor. He didn't feel even angry at him. He took it to the Krishna's will. No disturbance. He was just hearing pleasingly Bhagavatam. We see Yudhishthira Maharaj also, when he came to know Krishna has left the planet, gone back to Vaikuntha, he just walked out of the palace. No hidden motive. He was just serving for Krishna. We can see so many great examples in the Bhagavatam of people without any hidden motive. When Narasimhadeva asked Prahlad Maharaj, can I give you a benediction? He says, no, I was doing service to you. I was not doing business with you. I'm doing service so that when Narasimhadeva came, I can ask something. No, please, don't ask me. It's my duty. I am your servant, you are my master. It's my duty to serve you. I didn't do anything special. No hidden motive. So Krishna reveals in those various situations, no hidden motive. But we see other people, so many examples in the Bhagavatam, some hidden motive. Daksha, so much pride, he's doing big yajna. He's attending a big yajna by Brahma. And always yajna means samsiddhi haritoshanam, these yajnas for worship of Hari. But he's coming there with big hidden motive of respect. And Lord Shiva just doesn't get up, a small thing, it just doesn't get up when he enters the assembly. How dare he not get up? He's not respecting you. Now you went for your worship or Krishna's worship? You went for your worship and can't take it now, can't stand it. So we have so many hidden motives. We see one by one so many. Indra is also doing service on behalf of Krishna, but some kind of puja, pratishtha. So when the residents of Vrindavan neglected to worship him, he became so angry. Hidden motive came out. You can't hide, it comes out. It comes out and then it is dirty, nobody respects you. When they know that you are doing, people try to justify, When the doctors will take an oath, I will do this, I will do this. They're just actually having hidden motive how to make money. That's just they do drama. So we can see everybody is actually working for Dhanam, Janam, Sundarim. But externally they'll make a big show. That's the problem. And when these things somebody else gets it, they become envious and jealous. That shows they are working with a hidden motive. They're not doing just for Krishna's pleasure. Prabhupada says, always be a silent worker, not be a self-advertiser. I did that. Nobody's noticing, I'm doing that. I did that. We want recognition, appreciation, worship of whatever little things we do. So we have so many examples. Dhruva Maharaj is also worshipping Krishna, but he has a hidden motive. He wants some big kingdom. But because overall he was a great devotee, Krishna just gently purified him. Just by, presenting himself with a beautiful form, Dhruva Maharaj, just by seeing the Lord, got purified. Indra is also a great devotee, but just overcome by a little pride. So Krishna, what did they do? Again lifts the whole mountain and purifies him of his pride. But Daksha example was too much because he made a lot of offenses. So therefore he had to lose his head. We had so many examples. Krishna tests us. Is there any impurity? That's what the whole Bhagavatam is all about. Somewhere the Bhagavatam is glorifying pure devotion. Sometimes Bhagavatam is correcting us from a small deviation. Okay. So the life should not have any hidden motive. We should be just focused. Yes, can I satisfy Krishna? Then, because hidden motives are there, they will not allow you. You take a decision after Bhagavatam, no, I will just serve Krishna. Then let us see what you do. You may say that, but you have so many strong addictions, vasanas. They will haunt your day. Because that's how the person in Kali Yuga is. Therefore, people in Kali Yuga should be kept busy. Very important, kept busy. Because there are so many hidden motives. Idle mind, devil's workshop. They will choke up the consciousness and destroy us. So we keep ourselves somehow busy in good work of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, as a typical soul of Kali Yuga, there are so many hidden motives which will come out and waste our life. So Lord Rama's Prabhupada says there is no comparison to this vairagya. Next day a king, and instead of that father says, my dear child, what do you think if instead of king you go to the forest? It's fine. He was not. In fact, it is said Dasharatha was very, very hesitating. How can I tell him this? Tomorrow he is becoming the king. How can I tell him? And he was very sad. He could not even speak. He was almost dead. And when Lord Ramachandra came to know why his father is feeling, Father, why are you feeling sad? Just a small thing, no? Going to the forest. Because for him, either are the instructions of his father. He's just going to follow. So, whatever services we get, there is always some privileges of Mana Puja Pratishtha. We sometimes get carried away by that. And somebody else gets it, we feel so envious. No, it's okay, you're working with hidden motive, it's not good for you. Which therefore, a devotee has to be introspective. Whatever activity he does, did I do that for Krishna's pleasure, or I am doing that for my own glorification? Krishna will reveal. That nice skit was there. What is that? Senior devotee, correct? Many of you saw that. In that, he's about to take a class. He says, so your class was there scheduled, but there is one devotee more senior than you has come. He will take the class. So, and he's very upset. What is all this? Because hidden motive is there. You have seen the skit? A devotee that made a nice skit, senior devotee. Very funny. Very funny. So he's getting hurt. So this is what it is. So no hidden motive, please. We just want to serve Krishna, but it's not easy. We don't have that level of vairagya.
While wandering in the forest.
Prabhuji, I have two examples of hidden motives. Can we take later?
Let us continue. Let us continue this. Yeah.
While wandering in the forest, where he accepted a life of hardship, carrying his invincible bow and arrows in his hand, Lord Ramachandra deformed Ravana's sister, who was polluted with lusty desires, by cutting off her nose and ears. He also killed her 14,000 Rakshasa friends, headed by Khara, Trishira, and Dushana. O King Parikshit, when Ravana, who had 10 heads on his shoulders, heard about the beautiful and attractive features of Sita, his mind was agitated by lusty desires, and he went to kidnap her. To distract Lord Ramachandra from his ashrama, Ravana sent Maricha in the form of a golden deer, and when Lord Ramachandra saw that wonderful deer, he left his residence and followed it and finally killed it with a sharp arrow, just as Lord Shiva killed Daksha. When Ramachandra entered the forest and Lakshmana was also absent, the worst of the Rakshasas, Ravana, kidnapped Sita Devi, the daughter of the king of Videha, just as a tiger seizes unprotected sheep when the shepherd is absent. Then Lord Ramachandra wandered in the forest with his brother Lakshmana, as if very much distressed due to separation from his wife. Thus he showed by his personal example the condition of a person attached to women.
Oh my God, another lesson come. This is all, the golden deer. So we also in the life get trapped by golden deer. Be careful. And it showed the personal example, the condition of a person attached to woman. Attachment is the cause of... Let us first read Prabhupada purport, then let us speak. Yeah.
Purport. In this verse, the words Stri Sanginam Gatim Iti indicate that the condition of a person attached to women was shown by the Lord himself. According to moral instructions, Grihe Narim Vivarjayet, when one goes on a tour, one should not bring his wife. Formerly, men used to travel without conveyances, but still, as far as possible, when one leaves home, one should not take his wife with him, especially if one is in such a condition as Lord Ramachandra when banished by the order of his father. Whether in the forest or at home, if one is attached to women, this attachment is always troublesome, as shown by the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his personal example. Of course, this is the material side of Sri Sangi, but the situation of Lord Ramachandra is spiritual, for he does not belong to the material world. Narayana Paro Avyaktat. Narayana is beyond the material creation. Because he is the creator of the material world, he is not subject to the conditions of the material world. The separation of Lord Ramachandra from Sita is spiritually understood as Vipralambha, which is an activity of Ahladini, potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, belonging to the Shringara Rasa, the mellow of conjugal love in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has all the dealings of love, displaying the symptoms called Satvika, Sanchari, Vilapa, Muracha, and Unmada. Thus, when Lord Ramachandra was separated from Sita, all these spiritual symptoms were manifested. The Lord is neither impersonal nor impotent. Rather, he is Sachidananda Vigraha, the eternal form of the knowledge and bliss. Thus, he has all the symptoms of the spiritual bliss. Feeling separation from one's beloved is also an item of spiritual bliss. As explained by Srila Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Radha Krishna Prana Virakte Ahladini Shakti. The dealings of love between Radha and Krishna are displayed as a pleasure potency of the Lord. The Lord is the original source of all pleasure, the reservoir of all pleasure. Lord Ramachandra therefore manifested the truth both spiritually and materially. Materially, those who are attached to women suffer, but spiritually, when there are feelings of separation between the Lord and his pleasure, potency of the spiritual bliss of the Lord increases. This is further explained in Bhagavad Gita 9.11. Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. One who does not know the spiritual potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead thinks of the Lord as an ordinary human being. But the Lord's mind, intelligence, and senses can never be affected by material conditions. This fact is further explained in Skanda Purana as quoted by Madhvacharya. Nityapurna Shukha Gnana Swarupa Sauvyato Vipuhu Atosya Rama Iti Akhya Tasya Dukkam Kutonvapi Tathapi Loka Shikshartham Adukho Dukkavartivat Antarhitam Loka Drushtye Sitam Asit Smaran Niva.
You read the translation. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. It was actually impossible for Ravana to take away Sita. The form of Sita taken by Ravana was an illusionary representation of Mother Sita, Maya Sita. When Sita was tested in the fire, this Maya Sita was burnt and the real Sita came out of the fire. A further understanding to be derived from this example is that a woman, however powerful she may be in the material world, must be given protection. For as soon as she is unprotected, she will be exploited by Rakshasas like Ravana. Here the words Vaideha Raja Duhitari indicate that before Mother Sita was married to Lord Ramachandra, she was protected by her father Vaideha Raja, and when she was married, she was protected by her husband. Therefore, the conclusion is that a woman should always be protected. According to the Vedic rule, there is no scope for a woman's being independent, asamaksham. For a woman cannot protect herself independently.
So many thoughts here, but very interesting thing is, we have seen Lord Rama, when Mother Sita is not there, keeps crying, Sita, Sita, searching in the forest here and there. And the example is given, this is the condition of somebody who is too attached to woman, by teaching as a lesson. In fact, Prabhupada is explaining, and he spent a lot of time in the purport to explain, this is under Yogamaya, this is, Vipralamba Bhava, this is confidential. But externally a lesson, what's your condition going to be if you are too attached to woman? That's nice, it's a nice lesson. Yeah, and at the end Prabhupada develops another lesson from this pastime is that externally, woman needs protection. Otherwise people will take advantage. In North India we say puslana, that people are only doing that. So therefore she needs to be watched. Just like a child, he needs to what? It doesn't mean he has become a slave. No. People pick up and run away with the child. It needs to be protection. Giving protection is sometimes misunderstood as person has lost independence or he has become a slave. Okay.
Lord Ramachandra, whose lotus feet are worshipped by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, had assumed the form of human being. Thus he performed the funeral ceremony of Jatayu, who was killed by Ravana. The Lord then killed the demon named Kabanda And after making friends with the monkey chiefs, King Vali, and arranging for the deliverance of Mother Sita, he went to the beach of the ocean. Purport. When Ravana kidnapped Sita, he was obstructed on the way by Jatayu, a large bird. But the powerful Ravana defeated Jatayu in the fight and cut his wing. When Ramachandra was searching for Sita, he found Jatayu almost dead and was informed that Sita has been carried off by Ravana. When Jatayu died, Lord Ramachandra did the duty of a son by performing the funeral ceremony, and then he made friends with the monkeys to deliver Sita Devi.
Okay, so this is Jatayu, and it's a great example. He gave his life to serve the Lord. Okay, so that's not ordinary, extraordinary devotion service.
After reaching the beach, Lord Ramachandra fasted for 3 days, awaiting the arrival of the ocean personified. When the ocean did not come, the Lord exhibited his pastimes of anger, and simply by his glancing over the ocean, all the living entities within it, including the crocodiles and sharks, were agitated by fear. Then the personified ocean fearfully approached Lord Ramachandra, taking all paraphernalia to worship him. Falling at the Lord's lotus feet, the personified ocean spoke as follows.
So we can see that, can you do that? You look at the ocean by your angry eyes and whole ocean starts shaking. We know He's Supreme Lord at all the time. This is not possible for Jiva to do. And as, He can do so many things, but He is doing in a humble way. Ocean is offering prayers, doing tapasya. Ocean personified finally comes and offer prayers.
O all-pervading Supreme Person, we are dull-minded and did not understand who you are. But now we understand that you are the Supreme Person, the Master of the entire universe, the unchanging and original personality of Godhead. The demigods are infatuated with the mode of goodness, the Prajapatis with the mode of passion, and the Lord of Ghosts with mode of ignorance. But you are the Master of all these qualities. Purport. The word Jada refers to intelligence like that of an animal. A person with such intelligence cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without being beaten, an animal cannot understand the purpose of a man. Similarly, those who are dull-minded cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but when punished severely by the modes of material nature, they begin to understand Him. A Hindi poet has said, Dukka se sab hari bhaje, sukha se bhaje koi. Sukha se agar hari bhaje, dukka katham se haya. When one is distressed, he goes to the church or temple to worship the Lord. But when opulent, he forgets the Lord. Therefore, punishment by the Lord through material nature is necessary in human society, for without it, men forget the supremacy of the Lord due to their dull, blunt intelligence.
So Jadadhiya is being developed here, a dull intelligence. We are also Jadadhiya, Buddhu. And Jadadhiya means you cannot understand Supreme Lord. Lata Kuit Bhata so nahi mante. So this ocean personified, when Lord Ramachandra was peacefully requesting, did not listen. But when the ocean started shaking by the energy from his eyes, oh, what am I doing? So he said, I am a Jadadhiya. Only by punishment I could understand.
My lord, you may use my water as you like. Indeed, you may cross it and go to the abode of Ravana, who is a great source of disturbance and crying for the 3 worlds. He is the son of Vishrava and is condemned like urine. Please go kill him and thus regain your wife Sita Devi. O great hero, although my water presents no impediment to your going to Lanka, please construct a bridge over it to spread your transcendental fame. Upon seeing this wonderfully uncommon deed of your lordship, all the great heroes and kings in future will glorify you. Purport. It is said that a sun and urine emanate from the same source, the genitals. When a son is a devotee or a great learned person, the seminal discharge for begetting a son is successful. But if the son is unqualified and brings no glory to his family, he is no better than urine. Here Ravana is compared to urine because he was a cause of disturbance to the 3 worlds. Thus the ocean personified wanted him killed by Lord Ramachandra. One feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ramachandra, is omnipotence. The Lord can act without regard to material impediments or inconveniences, but to prove that He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and was not merely advertised as Godhead or elected by popular vote, He constructed a wonderful bridge over the ocean. Nowadays, it has become fashionable to create some artificial god who performs no uncommon activities. A little magic will bewilder a foolish person into selecting an artificial god because he does not understand how powerful God is. Lord Ramachandra, however, constructed a bridge over the water with stone by making the stone float. This is a proof of God's uncommonly wonderful power. Why should someone be accepted as God without displaying extraordinary potency by doing something never to be done by any common man? We accept Lord Ramachandra as the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he constructed this bridge, and we accept Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he lifted Govardhan hill when he was only 7 years old. We should not accept any rascal as God or an incarnation of God, for God displays special features in his various activities. Therefore, the Lord himself says in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Janma karma cha me divyam yevam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti sorjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. The activities of the Lord are not common. They are all transcendentally wonderful and not able to be performed by any other living being. The symptoms of the Lord's activities are all mentioned in the Shastras, and after one understands them, one can accept the Lord as he is.
So interesting now, Lord Rama's pastime, very interesting. What is being spoken by ocean personified is that he is urine. Just imagine in the parampara, are we the urine of this parampara or the son of the parampara? Because Guru is also like father. Hai? Urine means it's an embarrassment. Fir se ye kiya, that is urine. And son means who is strictly following. It gives great pleasure. So we do not see, nobody looks himself in the mirror. We are seeing faults of others, everybody. But actually the fact is, am I the urine or I am son of Srila Prabhupada? We should think about that. Urine means obnoxious, bad smell, badhu. And son means you will pat him, you will encourage him. So are we giving pleasure to Srila Prabhupada by our sincere devotion service? Or our hidden motives are making our devotion service like urine? Like that. So Ravana, you just see how Maya makes an ass out of somebody. True, this is a confidential pastime of Jaya Vijaya taking birth, but as such an example, how Maya made an ass out of him. Very learned person, because he got covered by Kama, lost himself, and he dragged Sita to his place. And he had done similar mischievous activities before also, many times. But many women he had attacked. But whatever it is, Maya took over him. See, as such, nobody is bad now. So, we are all good son of God, everybody is good. But when we get covered by this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Matsarya, we become crazy. In fact, there is an analysis where this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, and the Matsarya can connect to the three incarnations of Jaya Vijaya. Hiranaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ramana, Kumbhakarna, and then what is the third one? Shishupal and Dandara. Somebody has analyzed and said actually they had all the six, but one was really prominent within them. And they made a nice analysis. You can do that. But overall, Ravana, because of being victimized by Maya, behaved in a very funny way and became like a urine. His father was very knowledgeable. Ravana is also so much knowledgeable, but became just like a urine. I said, go and kill him. It's just a urine. So other to see easy, but let us not become urine. Let us take care. We do have hidden motives, but we should feel ashamed. We should pray to the Lord and get purified so that we can do devotion service just for the pleasure of the Lord. And the hidden motives can vaporize away. Okay, that's very nice. And then Prabhupada spends time explaining. Many people say this person is God, that person is God, that person is God. But actually, God means he has to show something extraordinary, Correct? Like you see Matsya Avatara, something extraordinary, size of an ocean. Kurma Avatara taking the whole huge mountain on the back. Vara Avatara picking up the earth. Narsimha Avatara killing an unimaginably powerful devil called Hiranyakashipu. Okay? And then Vamana, 2 steps covering the whole universe. Parashurama alone killing the Kshatriyas 21 times alone. And now coming Lord Rama making a bridge over the ocean. And then Krishna lifting the mountain. There are extraordinary activities which cannot be imitated. So somebody is God not by public vote, he is God by doing something extraordinary. He will show something very, very extraordinary. Okay, we can understand. So Prabhupada says that way we can understand. Yes, next.
Shukadeva Goswami said, after constructing a bridge over the ocean by throwing into the water the peaks of mountains whose trees and other vegetation had been shaken by the hands of great monkeys, Lord Ramachandra went to Lanka to release Sita Devi from the clutches of Ravana. With the direction and help of Vibhishana, Ravana's brother, the Lord, along with the monkey soldiers headed by Sugriva, Nila and Hanuman, entered Ravana's kingdom, Lanka, which had previously been burned by Hanuman. Purport: great mountain peaks covered with trees and plants were thrown into the sea by the monkey soldiers and began to float by the supreme will of the Lord. By the supreme will of the Lord, many great planets float weightlessly in space like swaths of cotton. If this is possible, why should great mountain peaks not be able to float on water? This is the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can do anything and everything he likes because he is not under the control of the material nature. Indeed, material nature is controlled by him. Maya Dhakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Only under his direction does Prakriti or material nature work. Similar information is given in the Brahma Samhita 5.52. Yasyāgnaya Brahmati Sambrata Kala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Describing how material nature works, the Brahma Samhita says that the sun moves as desired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, for Lord Ramachandra to construct a bridge over the Indian Ocean with the help of monkey soldiers who threw great mountain peaks into the water is not at all wonderful. It is wonderful only in the sense that it has kept the name and fame of Lord Ramachandra eternally celebrated.
So for Lord is not Prabhupada says very big deal, keeping the stones floating, but that is his power. It's easy for him. Okay, then.
After entering Lanka, the monkey soldiers, led by chiefs like Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman, occupied all the sporting houses, granaries, treasuries, palace doorways, city gates, assembly houses, palace frontages, and even the resting houses of the pigeons. When the city's crossroads, platforms, flags, and golden water ports on its domes were all destroyed, the entire city of Lanka appeared like a river disturbed by a herd of elephants.
So we will continue discussing. Now this is part 1. Lord Rama is coming. Now he's entered Lanka. So what happens at Lanka we will do tomorrow. Just imagine how fast it is. Within Bhagavatam, all the Leelas of various incarnations are there. And so many lessons are there. Yes. Hare Krishna everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Wonderful lesson, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. We always saw the vision of the Lord, but never realized the significance
Hare
of
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
and
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
us
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
reminded to us by this discussion, Prabhuji.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna.